we are doing very colorful, very nicely decorated our devotees with so nice with love and devotion. Krishna and Radharani for their pleasure, night boat festival, and all devotees are enjoying serving Radharani and Krishna for their pleasure, and they are also enjoying. So this
Jadi
is
malam
our
ini begitu sangat indah, lampu benderang, tuan benderang, kemudian di sini juga dilihat perahu dari yang perayaan malam ini begitu berwarna-warni, para penyembah dengan cinta dan bakti menghias perahu tersebut, dan bagaimana semua dilakukan itu untuk memuaskan jiwa bidadari, dan bagaimana
Maharaj.
para penyembah melakukannya juga dengan sangat berbahagia.
Give garland to Maharaj. So in this connection, we can remember some pastime of our Acharya who introduced to coming in Madhacharya Sampradaya join, where Madhacharya worshipped Krishna, but he introduced something of Krishna's Madhurya Lila with Radharani and the gopis.
Jadi dengan cara seperti ini kita bisa mengambil suatu hubungan dari lila salah satu acarya kita yang turun dari perguruan Madhawa Acarya. Bagaimana beliau telah membuat suatu lila mengenai hal ini.
We understand that Madhavendra Puri has been described by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, who can be so fortunate like our Madhavendra Puripad, our Param Guru Acharya?
Jadi lila dari Sri Madhavendra Puri, dan itu dinyatakan oleh Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, siapa yang lebih beruntung daripada Sri Madhavendra Puri
When Madhavendra Puri
yang turun dari garis perguruan kita.
went to visit Vrindavan, we understand from Chaitanya Chaitamrita, he was in so much ecstasy everywhere in Vrindavan going. He is forgetting his bodily and bodily demands and pleasure.
Jadi ketika Sri Madhavendra Puri ada di Brindawan, beliau selalu merasa dalam kebahagiaan rohani. Begitu berbahagia berkeliling di Brindawan sampai melupakan kebutuhan badan dan juga badannya sendiri.
For days, he forgets sleeping, eating, day and night chanting, dancing everywhere in Vrindavan, and in ecstasy, forget all bodily needs. Nidra haro viharaka vijito. The Goswami is like.
Jadi setiap hari beliau hanya cukup melakukan pelayanan seperti itu, nggak sampai menari, menyanyi, dan juga berkeliling di Brindawan sampai-sampai melupakan kebutuhan badannya sendiri, lupa akan tidur, lupa akan makan.
As he is, as usual, going to circumambulate the Govardhan, he arrived one point in Govinda Kunda.
Sampai akhirnya beliau melakukan suatu parikram di Govardhan, dan di satu tempat beliau beristirahat di sana di Govinda Kunda.
And we know he has got a wonderful pastime with Krishna. And in Govinda Kunda, between Govinda Kunda, if you have gone to Vrindavan, and Govardhan is nearby, he was in between sitting somewhere and meditating on Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Jadi ada sebuah lila di antara Krishna dengan Govinda Kunina. Jadi di dekat Govinda Kunina, di dekat Govinda Kunina ini ada Govardhan. Dan bagaimana Srila Madhavendra Puri duduk di dekat Govinda Kunini, kemudian menyibukkan dirinya untuk mengucapkan diri beliau untuk mengucapkan nama suci Tuhan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Suddenly, he found a nice beautiful young boy, cowherd boy.
Tiba-tiba dia menyadari ada seseorang yang ada di sana, yaitu seorang anak pemuda gembala sapi.
He came and tell Madhavendra Puri, how come you, Baba, you don't go to beg for your food and drink? For days you are not eating, starving.
Kemudian anak gembala sapi itu bertanya kepada Sula Madhavendra Puri, wahai Baba, mengapa Anda tidak pergi untuk meminta derma? Sepanjang hari hanya duduk di sini.
If you go now, still Brajavasis are like that. They're very nice. You can understand. The ladies going to Govinda Kunda, how do you know this? Well, our gram, your village nearby, your ladies are coming and seeing the sadhu sitting. He doesn't come to our house.
Kemudian selama Madhavendra Puri bertanya kepada pemuda anak muda tersebut mengenai bagaimana Anda tahu saya sedang berpuasa. Kemudian anak pemuda itu, laki-laki tersebut mengatakan, saya tinggal di dekat desa sini dan gadis-gadis atau wanita-wanita yang datang ke sini mengatakan ada seorang sadhu yang duduk di sini.
Dhambasis are very broad-minded. If you still now any of you go to the having this dress, any of this, you go there, say Radhe Sam near any house, and at one within a short time feel some young boy or a girl, usually or a housewife, will come. Baba, you are here. Oh, okay. Find your pot. Take some chapati. You have some pot. You have some chach, buttermilk, and some with the chapati, some maybe no sabji, maybe some pickle like lemon pickle, sometime mango pickle, sometime mircha, chili pickle, and give that. It's common still now. You go, you'll find. You may not know, you are not practiced still. You are lemon. Very nice.
Bagaimana orang-orang biasa ataupun para sadhu itu pergi berkeliling dari satu rumah, kemudian mereka mengatakan Radhe Syam, dan kemudian tiba-tiba ada gadis kecil yang akan keluar membawakan makanan untuk para sadhu. Ya biasanya makanannya itu ada chapati, juga ada buttermilk, juga ada chutney, pickle, ya juga ada acar di sana.
So you are not going. The ladies are coming here village, they're taking water. He says, Sadhu, Paramahansa, he doesn't go. So it is bad for us, inauspicious for us. Sadhu starving and we are eating? No, this is no good. That's why I bought. They sent me with this milk. Please take this milk.
Kemudian pemuda itu melanjutkan, ada wanita desa yang datang ke sini untuk mengambil air dan menemukan ada seorang sadhu yang tidak pergi kemana-mana, hanya tinggal di sini, tidak pergi untuk meminta derma. Kemudian pemuda itu melanjutkan, bagaimana itu adalah suatu hal yang tidak mujur bagi kami jika ada seorang sadhu yang kelaparan di daerah kami.
Tender, if little young boy or a girl, it can attract the attention of any man, woman. Very nice, little boy.
Karena itulah saya membawakan susu datang ke sini. Karena biasanya bagi seorang sadhu, ketika ada anak kecil yang baik itu wanita, anak kecil laki-laki maupun wanita, seperti itu menarik perhatian dari para sadhu.
Madhavendra Puri liked very much this boy. He's so nice. Okay, thank you very much. So, what do you do? Well, I'm a cowherd boy. Wait, I will give you your pot. He said, I am in a hurry. I have to go and milk the cows. I will come later. Don't worry. And he thought he'll give him back his milk. He disappeared. Where did he go?
Madhavendra Puri juga begitu sangat menyukai anak laki-laki tersebut. Kemudian Madhavendra Puri mengatakan, kemana Anda akan, apa yang Anda lakukan? Kemudian anak laki-laki tersebut memberikan susu kepada Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri mengatakan, tunggu sebentar, saya akan memberikan pot ini kepada Anda. Tapi anak laki-laki tersebut mengatakan, saya akan kembali nanti setelah saya menggembalakan sapi. Tenang saja, jangan khawatir. Tetapi ketika Madhavendra Puri berbalik untuk sebentar, ketika berbalik, pemuda laki-laki itu sudah tidak ada di sana.
Madhavendra Puri took them. Somebody with love and devotion, young little boy. Very nice. He remembers, very beautiful this boy, thinking cowherd boy, very nice. Thinking I'm doing job. During job, after some time, he felt little dozy. After drinking, you drink hot milk. Sometime at night, Prabhupada said, drink hot milk, and you feel sleepy.
Jadi Madhavendra Puri begitu sangat menyukai anak laki-laki tersebut sampai berpikir memikirkan tentang anak laki-laki tersebut. Tapi setelahnya beliau kembali mengucapkan nama suci Tuhan. Setelah minum susu, Madhavendra Puri merasa mengantuk. Jadi Prabhupada juga mengatakan ketika kita minum susu itu sangat bagus sebelum tidur sehingga kita bisa tidur dengan lelap.
Madhavendra Puri going to duty. Suddenly, half awake, half dream. Sometimes we are doing job early in the morning. I thought I will do 8 rounds. 1 minute I taking little rest. It's 1 hour go. The Madhavendra Puri was a half dream, half awake state. See that boy, the same boy smiling at him. Madhavendra, Hari, how did you know my name? He's seeing in a dream, that boy. Very beautiful.
Ketika mengucapkan nama suci Tuhan, seperti itu setelah minum susu, nama Madhavendra Puri merasa mengantuk dan tertidur. Di antara setengah tidur, setengah sadar, seperti itu, seperti halnya kalau kita berjapa pagi-pagi, seperti itu, antara tidur dan tidak ya, mengantuk, seperti itu, tiba-tiba kita berpikir sudah mendapat 8 putaran, ternyata baru dilihat japanya satu pun belum bergerak. Nah, jadi kita mengantuk, berjapa sambil mengantuk. Begitu juga Madhavendra Puri ketika setengah sadar, setengah tidur, tiba-tiba hadir lagi pemuda atau anak laki-laki yang sama yang muncul pada siang hari tersebut. Kemudian pemuda itu memanggil Madhavendra. Kemudian Madhavendra Puri menjadi tersentak. Bagaimana Anda tahu nama saya?
You are my great devotee, dear. I am waiting for you long time. When Madhavendra will come and serve me.
Kemudian pemuda tersebut mengatakan, Anda adalah penyembah agung saya. Saya telah begitu lama menunggu Anda. Kapankah Madhavendra Puri akan melakukan pelayanan kepada saya?
So much storm, rain, going through. I am feeling hot. They put me inside the bush, one pujari, out of fear, the Muslim, the kafir, na kafir. What is that Muslim? It's called Jabon, Mlecha. This guy, out of fear of them, pujari thought they will do something. You want to run away, but put me inside these bushes. Come here. He put his hand in a dream, showing, come here. Here I am in the bush. You see, they put me there under the cover it with some dirt. He called the village people. I am hungry and I am long time didn't take bath, feeling hot. You bathe me with buckets of water as much as possible from the Govinda Kunda. Tell the local people, bring all shovel and all these things to dig up. Bring me out. Please. You are my great devotee. I am waiting for you and Madhavindu will come and serve me. This pujari did this thing. Do it fast. The same boy.
Seperti itu, badan saya juga merasa panas karena saya ada ataupun diletakkan di tengah-tengah semak yang begitu lebat. Karena ketakutan akan diserang oleh para yawana ataupun para beca seperti itu, para pujari atau seorang pujari telah menaruh saya di tengah semak-semak ini dan melarikan diri dari serangan mereka. Sekarang Anda telah datang, Madhavendra Puri. Tolong angkat saya.
Tolong. What tolong means?
Ambil sampul, galilah tanah di tempat ini dan keluarkan saya dari sini. Badan saya merasa sangat panas sekali karena telah lama saya terkubur di tengah semak-semak ini.
So Madhavendra Puri was in ecstasy. Malas and tears rolled down his eyes in ecstasy. Krishna came and fed me milk. I'm so fortunate, but I couldn't recognize him. Though I liked him. Very nice, sweet boy.
Kemudian Madhavendra Puri tersadar.
Alas, I'm so unfortunate. Krishna came personally, fed me milk, and again came in a dream, telling. He got up quickly and went to the village. Call the people, please come here. Your deity of this village is here. You don't know? Bring your shovel, everything to dig up this place. And saw everybody. They found really. And he said, arrange for bathing and feast, big feast. He's hungry, he's telling me. So everybody in ecstasy. All the village people and the family ladies started cooking, Brahmins, so, so many things, and people all going, ladies and other whoever can, so much water being in kolos and bathing him.
Kalau
Abhishek.
kebagian rohani, bagaimana Madalenda Puri meneteskan air mata. Dia berpikir bahwa Krishna sendiri telah datang kepada saya dan membawakan susu, tetapi saya tidak mampu mengenali dia. Dan anak laki-laki yang sama, Krishna yang sama telah datang ke dalam mimpi saya. Kemudian dengan cepat Madalenda Puri terbangun dan mengajak seluruh penduduk desa dan mengatakan bahwa Tuhan Anda telah ada di sini. Kemudian bagaimana Madalenda Puri bersama para penduduk desa dengan membawa cangkul gali tempat yang telah ditunjukkan di mana Tuhan Sri Krishna ditempatkan di tengah-tengah rimbun semak-semak seperti itu dan akhirnya diangkat. Kemudian Gopal meminta bawakan saya juga air yang begitu banyak karena badan saya merasa panas. Akhirnya gadis-gadis kepala sapi dan juga penduduk di sana itu menyusahkan Gopal di sana, kemudian memandikan Gopal di Bukit Keluarga.
He identified to him and told him he is Giridhari Gopal, something like that. He told. So he said, we have to make a big feast and bathing. Then he told that make some plank of stone on the Govardhan, make a singhasan, temporary, so that he can be placed here. And told all the villagers, whoever can, according to the means, everybody bring somebody making chapati, somebody huge rice, had an Annakut big festival, Govardhan Annakut festival.
Kemudian bagaimana penduduk desa dan
all the Brahmins, ladies, their wife.
Pipih yang sangat besar ditempatkan di tengah-tengah bukit Keluarga seperti di atas bukit Keluarga, kemudian menempatkan Gopal sebagai singgasana atau batu tersebut sebagai singgasana untuk Gopal. Dan bagaimana setelah Madalenda Puri meminta kepada seluruh penduduk desa sesuai dengan kemampuannya untuk memasak untuk dipersembahkan kepada Gopal. Dengan cara seperti itu penduduk desa yang ada di sana memasak berbagai macam masakan, kapan jadi seperti itu, dan akhirnya proses atau perayaan anak kuda pun terjadi pada saat itu.
So considering to practical, considering time is 8:25, make it a little short. You later read in Chaitanya Charitamrita detail so many types of food, the ladies, Brahmin and their wife and the village, everybody being so huge amount of chapati, huge amount of rice, other ingredients which Krishna likes, and making like a big hill of Govardhan.
Jadi karena waktu, jadi kita akan dipersingkat gula dari Gopal ini, dan kemudian bagaimana seluruh penduduk desa, wanita, pria, anak-anak seperti itu memasak untuk Gopal. Ada yang membuat chapati dalam jumlah yang sangat banyak, nasi juga dalam jumlah yang banyak, sehingga persembahan untuk Gopal ini terlihat seperti bukit Keluarga sendiri. Begitu banyak persembahan yang dipersembahkan kepada Gopal.
So devotees of Braja, they are nearby village, and the people nearby neighboring villages came to know this thing. They invited Gopal to their village, so they also want to do Annakud, big utsav. Nearby, so many villages started inviting the Gopal. So bring Gopal in our village. We also want to feed Gopal, bathe him, like that, and requested.
Itulah bagaimana kemunculan Gopal akhirnya tersebar di seluruh desa-desa di sekitar Bukit Keluarga, dan bagaimana semua penduduk desa, tetangga-tetangga yang ada di sekitaran Bukit Keluarga itu juga mulai mengundang Gopal untuk hadir di desa mereka, sehingga mereka pun bisa melaksanakan upacara anak kuda ini di desa mereka. Seperti ini Gopal berkeliling dari satu desa ke desa yang lain.
Everybody coming and giving them prasad. Distribute. And other villages came to know, they also inviting, and one after another, so many villages, Gopal was going, taking them, and he sometimes telling, Anayor, Anayor, bring more, more chapati, more rice, and more people coming and distribute them, and everybody in bliss.
Dengan cara seperti itulah akhirnya Gopal yang begitu terkenal pada saat itu tersebar dari satu desa ke desa yang lain berita bahwa Gopal telah muncul. Kemudian penduduk desa dari desa-desa yang lainnya pun mulai mengundang Gopal untuk datang ke desa mereka. Kadang-kadang Gopal juga minta, ayo, ya lagi, masakan lagi lebih banyak lagi. Dengan cara seperti itu para penduduk desa yang Gopal memasak lebih banyak lagi makanan, dan kemudian dibagikan pesanannya. Dan dengan cara seperti itu semua penduduk desa merasa berbahagia.
Now still that village is there. Everybody call this village name Anaur, because bring more, Anaur, bring more. Gopal say, I'm hungry, bring more. And he's eating, but all these things is keeping it and distributing to all kids, older people, and everybody. Even sometimes dog, this, that, eat. And it's all bhakta.
Tempat di mana Gopal meminta makan lagi, Anayor itu sekarang masih ada. Dan desa itu namanya Desa Anayor. Nah, jadi pada saat itu bagaimana penduduk desa memenuhi keinginan Gopal memasak begitu banyak makanan. Kemudian persadaan tersebut dibagikan kepada seluruh desa. Semua penduduk desa mendapatkan bagian dari persadaan tersebut. Bahkan binatang-binatang yang hidup di desa tersebut pun mendapatkan bagian dari Gopal.
Many Brajavasis took initiation from Madhavendra Puripad. Madhavendra brought some from Bengal, some Gaudiya Bhakta to become the pujari, and he told what to do, and they are doing. So in this way, days passing, Madhavendra Puri became old. One day, he heard Madhavendra Puri, heard or in a dream, Gopal is saying, Madhavendra is very hot. Huh? If you could put me some chandan and camphor mix, I feel relief from the heat of Vrindavan.
Dengan cara seperti itulah akhirnya beberapa atau banyak penduduk desa yang diinisiasi oleh Islam Madhavendra Puri, dan begitu juga Madhavendra Puri mengundang seorang Gaudiya Bhakta dari Bengali untuk menjadi pujari bagi Gopal. Waktu terus berlanjut, pelayanan kepada Gopal pun terus berlanjut. Akhirnya Madhavendra Puri menjadi lebih tua atau berumur lebih tua, dan suatu ketika Madhavendra Puri bermimpi. Gopal hadir lagi dalam mimpinya dan mengatakan, Madhavendra Puri, tubuhku merasa sangat panas sekali. Jika Anda bisa mengoleskan pasta cendana yang dicampur dengan kamphor, maka tubuhku akan merasa dingin.
By that time, Madhavendra is pretty old, nearly 80.
Pada saat itu bagaimana Madhavendra Puri sudah berumur lanjut, sekitar umur 80 tahun.
To get chandan, he has to go far away, maybe 12,000-15,000 miles.
Untuk mendapatkan chandan harus menempuh perjalanan yang begitu jauh, begitu panjang, sekitar.
He is not rich that he going by palpin or riding on horse. Nothing.
Pada saat itu melakukan perjalanan tidak seperti sekarang memakai mobil atau memakai kereta, tetapi jalan kaki atau menaiki kuda.
He has to go on foot.
Hanya bisa melakukan perjalanan dengan berjalan kaki.
And so he considered what to do.
Dan bagaimana pada saat itu Sila Madhavendra Puri mempertimbangkan apa yang harus dilakukan.
At that time, to go from one place to another could be going from one country to another, different king, and it's very difficult. On the road also, going, sometimes there is no place to stay. Overnight, stay under a tree. There are dacoits. Doesn't matter, sadhu, even to a sadhu dacoit come.
Perjalanan panjang pada saat itu artinya harus melintasi satu negara dengan negara yang lain, atau kekuasaan raja satu dengan raja yang lain. Belum lagi di perjalanan tidak ada akomodasi untuk tempat tinggal ketika pada malam hari, harus tinggal di bawah sebatang pohon, dan juga ada gangguan dari para perampok berusaha untuk merampok seorang pejalan kaki.
Many old people, when they go for tirtha, they go for telling their relatives, I am going. That means they think that this is the last seeing them because he may not come. He will die on the road or stay in the dham. He cannot come back again, maybe.
Jadi
Very
seorang
rare.
yang melakukan perjalanan perziarahan ke tempat suci itu, kadang-kadang mereka akan meminta izin kepada keluarganya, mungkin tidak akan bertemu lagi. Entah itu mereka akan mati di dalam perjalanan atau meninggal di tengah perjalanan, ataupun ketika mereka mencapai tempat suci mereka tidak akan kembali pulang ke rumahnya.
This is a test of God or Guru sometimes. Test it. How much you can sacrifice for
Inilah
your
ujian
life.
dari
Take the
Tuhan.
risk of life.
Seberapa besar
Test.
pengorbanan yang kita berikan kepada dia.
But Madhavananda Puri didn't care. What happened to me? Didn't care. He'll go bring for the Gopal to Chandan and camphor.
Dan pada saat itu bagaimana selama Dawet Kapuri memutuskan untuk memulai perjalanannya. Dia tidak peduli apakah saya akan hidup atau meninggal. Yang terpenting adalah bagaimana saya bisa membawakan sandan dan juga kampor untuk Gopal.
Sometimes ferocious animal, tiger.
Kadang-kadang di dalam perjalanan mungkin saja ada binatang buas yang kita temui.
And at this age, even on the way, he can die. But he took the risk.
Karena itulah menyatakan kadang-kadang di tengah perjalanan bisa saja kita bisa saja meninggal, tetapi harus diambil resiko.
He came to via Bengal this day, he went to Remuna. Remuna here, Lord Ramchandra came and there is a deity of Gopinath.
Di dalam perjalanan dari Bengali menuju Jagannath-puri harus menempuh perjalanan dan di tengah-tengah mereka akan melintasi sebuah daerah yang bernama Remuna. Di Remuna itu ada lila dari Tuhan Sri Ramachandra, ada arcanya di sana dan juga ada arca Gopinath.
They say this deity is very old. Deity personally done by Ramchandra in Treta Yuga.
Dan dinyatakan bahwa arca yang dipuja di sana itu umurnya usianya itu sangatlah tua sekali. Karena dikatakan arca tersebut didekorasi sendiri oleh Tuhan Sri Ramachandra pada zaman Treta Yuga.
It is said Treta Yuga, one day Ramchandra in a stone, he was piece stone, one piece. He with this arrow, he's cutting and carving a cowherd boy, cows, all these things.
Jadi pada saat itu bagaimana Tuhan Ramachandra sendiri mengukir batu, tentengan batu tersebut, kemudian dengan anak panahnya beliau melukis ada lukisan sapi, lukisan anak gembala sapi di sana.
So, Mother Sita asked, "My dear Lord, what you are engraving this thing? What are these?"
Kemudian pada saat itu bagaimana Ibu Sita bertanya kepada Tuhan Ramachandra, "Oh Tuhanku, apa yang Anda sebenarnya ingin untuk lukis di sini atau buat di sini?"
It looks like a boy tending cows, playing flute. You still the deity is there. What is all these things?
Kemudian Ibu Sita melanjutkan ini, ya lukisan yang ada di batu tersebut terlihat seperti anak gembala sapi yang sedang mengembalakan sapi. Kemudian Ibu Sita mengatakan, apa yang Anda buat di sini?
Then Lord said, "This is my pastime future in before Kali Yuga."
Ini adalah lila-lila saya di masa yang akan datang sebelum pada zaman Kali Yuga.
So it looks like a cowherd boy. Yes, I will come as a cowherd boy, tending the cows, calves, all these things.
Dan kemudian Ibu Sita mengatakan terlihat seperti anak gembala sapi. Kemudian Tuhan Ramachandra mengatakan, ya, saya akan muncul sebagai anak gembala sapi yang mengembalakan sapi-sapi dan juga anak-anak sapi.
On his way to the detail you read more talk. On the way, Lord Ramchandra, when going to South India or Panchavati forest, or on a way back, Sita, Mother Sita was Ramchandra. They passed through this place. And this place, that place is there, and Mother Sita wanted water from Ramchandra. The place is very beautiful. Mountains, very green trees, very beautiful. Still now, you'll go there. See, so Sita Devi say, I require water, maybe for taking bath or drinking. The Ramchandra said, no problem. She shoot an arrow, Ramchandra. And water came out. Mother Sita drank, took bath. That place is there. You can go, they will show you. So, just-
Jadi di dalam perjalanannya menuju ke India Selatan, menuju Bantawati seperti itu, bagaimana Ibu Sita meminta air kepada Tuhan Ramachandra. Berikanlah saya air. Kemudian bagaimana Tuhan Ramachandra memanahkan anak-anaknya dan muncullah mata air di sana. Dan digunakan oleh Ibu Sita untuk minum seperti itu. Sampai sekarang tempatnya masih ada di sana. Begitu indah. Di sekitarnya itu ada bukit-bukit yang rimbun yang berwarna kehijauan. Jadi pemandangan di sana itu begitu sangat indah.
make it short, time is going. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to see Nityananda told sorry, of this deity of Madhavendra pastime. Madhavendra Puri came to know this deity is very famous. And he likes kheer, condensed milk, boiled milk, very condensed.
Jadi bagaimana si Chaitanya Mahaprabhu juga mengunjungi tempel ini dan menceritakan tentang lila dari Srila Madhavendra Puri di sana. Jadi pada saat itu bagaimana diceritakan film Madhavendra Puri telah sampai di tempel Gopinath dan acara ini begitu sangat terkenal. Dan bagaimana acara ini sangat menyukai kir atau susu kental.
Madhavendra Puri had see the deity, everything. And near the marketplace nearby, just few minutes walk from the temple, still there. There he is doing japa and thinking, if I could get, what Sunday mind came, if I could get Lord's prasad, little kid, I should not think like that. Nothing like that. He's thinking. Then when he is doing japa, he's again he's a little drowsy. Pujari put the deity to rest, and went to take rest himself. The Pujari saw in a dream deity saying, hey, my great devotee, Madhavendra Puri, is near marketplace. I I have some kid hidden behind my leg cloth. The cloth is there, my dhoti, kurta. Below that is written, is there. I kept it. You take this thing and go find out Madhavendra Puri in the marketplace. He's doing japa there and give it to me. He is my great devotee. Puja, sorry, such a great devotee, God, where from he is stealing this kid? There is no kid there. Where did he get it from? This is Achinta. Common people don't believe all this. This is still possible. This is still happening. Devotee knows. That is why he remained Krishna conscious. That is.
Kemudian di dekat dari tempel Gopinath ini ada sebuah pasar umum seperti itu. Dan bagaimana Madhavendra Puri pergi ke sana kemudian melakukan japa. Ketika berjapa beliau berpikir ketika
Make it short.
kir seperti itu, dia berpikir bahwa bagaimana saya bisa merasakan kir yang dipersembahkan itu sehingga bisa memasak kir tersebut untuk Gopal. Tetapi tiba-tiba dia tersadar bahwa dia menginginkan sesuatu yang belum dipersembahkan kepada Tuhan. Kemudian dia kembali melanjutkan japanya. Dan bagaimana Gopinath setelah ditidurkan oleh pujarinya juga beristirahat. Tiba-tiba Gopal hadir di dalam mimpi pujari tersebut dan mengatakan kepada pujari tersebut bahwa penyembah agungku ada di pasar sedang melakukan berjapa dan bawakan dia kir yang telah aku sembunyikan di bawah pakaian di belakang pakaianku di kakiku dan bawakan kir itu untuk penyembahku yang ada di pasar tersebut. Kemudian pujari ini berpikir bagaimana Tuhan bisa menyembunyikan kir untuk seseorang. Akhirnya pujari ini pergi ke altar dan memang menemukan dan balik pakaian
Make it short.
beliau menemukan kir yang ada ditempatkan di sana.
Read from Chaitanamrita. I make it very short now because it's getting late. So Pujari found that. It's what? Like that. Hey, there's a pot and full of milk, cake, cream. Boiled milk, condensed milk. Oh, Lord, this devotee is so great. Lord himself stealing from somewhere. So he is going out with his kid. Is there anybody here in the marketplace called Sadhu, called Madhavendra Puri? He is going here, there. You see here, we saw a sadhu there. Some people say, go there. Sir, you are Madhavendra Puri? Yes. He pays big dandavat for a great devotee. What happened? What happened? This Lord, they send this kid to you. What? He can't think of, oh, I thought, if I could taste little, and Lord would be, oh my God, I did so much aparad, huh? Gave Lord trouble. He can, the Lord stole for you. You are so great, eh? He's being dandavat. And people are looking at, who is he? He's a great devotee. Lord stole this kid for him. The Lord is dreamed asking me, go take to my devotee this kid. He's my great devotee. Madhavendra Puri does not talk name, fame, and people will know, spread his name everywhere. He's a great devotee. He doesn't want. But he in ecstasy, tears rolled down his eyes. Oh Lord, you are so kind. From then on, Madhavendra Puri's name spreading, and he thought that right, that very night, instead of early morning, he left before everybody get up early in the morning from sleep. I was taking, and he thinking of so much ecstasy of the Lord, so kind you are. And the Lord's name become now famous as Khirchor Gopinath. The Gopinath who steals for his devotee Khir condensed milk. Now this is called Khirchor Gopinath. They still there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda will discuss this story and go there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went, and Pujari is dressing the deity. Deity's crown fell on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's head. Many other nice pastime there. You read it. I make it short and stop. I'm finishing it. So he collected Chandan. He went to Jagannath Puri from there, quite distant, quite far. You cannot walking quite so many days will take. Came to Jagannath Puri, collected big Chandan, so much. One man cannot carry. So one king helped give one man because it is very expensive. Chandan, you know. So when you go from one country to the other, will ask for tax, this, that. He writing a letter. He is taking for the deity from one place to another. Please let him go. Because the border, no tax, nothing. Oh God. And also some lots of camphor. He can old man carry, or men take it and with this letter. So he knows again he has to pass through people will know, try to avoid all this. But again he has to go through Ramuna. Okay? And when he's sleeping, he has to go a long distance. At night again, that Gopal Vrindavan came in a dream. He said, Madhavendra, you have become very old. Why you will come here? You don't have to come now. I am here another form like Gopinath. Gopinath and me, Gopal, there is no difference. I am the same in different form. So here you make the chandan, pulp and camphor and give it to Gopinath and I will get relief there. You see, God is so kind. He reciprocates with his devotee. He feels for his devotee. He is taking so much trouble. The same story, something like that. Sanatan Goswami, at the age of nearly 80, he used to every day circumambulate Govardhan as a rule, vow every day. This is there is so much glories in in circumambulating Govardhan. Someday, Guru Purnima, lakhs of people walk over. Men, women come from other states. You cannot walk. So many pious people give them prasad, free distribution. Highest number of people go there to go. So Lord said, you though you are a very old man, you don't have to come here. You stay there and see the chandan pulp is given to the pujari and they will make chandan pulp with camphor. Give it to me. I feel here relief. From here, Govinda Kunda there, and Govardhan, I will feel relief. Thanks very much. In short, this is the story. And it's very famous. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relished this story, and Nityananda Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussing. This is a famous. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who can be so fortunate like Madhavendra Puri, Krishna personally feeding him milk, Krishna personally came to him, give darshan, personally Krishna stole the kid, and again the dream he came, he said, you don't, Krishna is so kind, you don't have to come, you are very old man. I don't want you suffer and take trouble. You give it here, I will get it. So this is not Madhavendra Puri most fortunate, no doubt. You can be also fortunate. If you love Krishna and sacrifice for Krishna, who knows, you could be fortunate. Krishna, you will see Krishna in dream. It is said, Krishna's pastime always going on with his devotee. A sweet relation of reciprocation, loving exchange. You serve Krishna, Krishna also trying to think, what can I do for him? He's in trouble, how can I help him? Like that. So devotees getting relish, higher taste, and they go on serving more and more. Thank you very much. So this is same Chandan. So devotees should take chance when the Chandan thing is going on. Everybody should try to rub some Chandan for the deity. In Mayapur, in Vrindavan, many places in the temple, people come to do this and get mercy of Radharani and Krishna. Haribol. Chandan Jatra ki